been staying at my sister's house in the north of England for a few days and decided to travel over to see my friend Northern Rom. We got on a train and went for an adventure. Skipton is known as the gateway to the Dales. The Dales being a beautiful area of Great Britain, but Skipton itself is known for its canals and its famous canal boats, pirate canal boats and ice cream canal boats. This incredible piece of the canal. Here's one of the old mill chimneys from over 100 years ago. Then the river down below, and that comes round and under the canal which is here. This area of England was the powerhouse for what was the Industrial Revolution. In the days before highways, motorways and even decent roads, a canal system was built straddling the length and breadth of the Midlands and the north part of England to transport goods up and down the country. I actually worked as a bargeman on a barge similar to this but much bigger many years ago, hauling steel up and down the canals of East Yorkshire. But nowadays the canals are given over to leisure boats.
Oh, it's got a little motor on it.
No, he's got a motor on the bicycle. He's using his bicycle to hold his aerial up. There's a bear in the window and there's a bear up there. You can't see it. On another note, I worked in that place there. It was a discotheque many years ago. Yeah! Now I've known Northern Ron for many years, so when I asked him to do a walk past through the camera, I just never know what's going to happen next. After my comedic shenanigans up in the north, it was time to meet up with my sister Tina and the adorable Muffin to say goodbye. I had to go back south to Plymouth and then London to finish off some business before getting back to Panama. I'm in a place called Derby, trying to get to Plymouth. I left a long time ago from the north of England. So far we've had 3 broken down trains, a fire on the track, points and technical difficulties and failures. Trains that are supposed to come have not turned up. A hotel reservation in Plymouth. I got friends waiting to see me. I'm very tired. No trains. Eventually I finally managed to get a train into Plymouth. It was 9 o'clock when I got there at night, so I didn't get anything done till the next day. Then I got picked up by a friend of mine, Rich, who drove me around to get some bits and bobs. First of all, we went to one of my favourite places. This place is a paradise for boaty bits. I only wish my boat was here. There's lots of things I can buy. Bought my outboard from here and my dinghy. I could spend all day in here. My friend Richard's driving me around, so I've got to be quick because look at this place. Brilliant. When I left Plymouth, I kind of packed up all of my life. Some of it was so big it was hard to pack up. This is my other boat. This is Peanut, a mirror dinghy that was built by hand by my father back in the 1970s. And as such, I just couldn't get rid of her. So now she's in storage, waiting for me to one day return and sail her again. It's kind of strange, the things that we hang on to in our lives. But sometimes we just need to have those reminders of how things used to be. And for me, that's Peanut. Out and about with my friend Richard, who's driving me around. He's been a real brick, taking me to places to get things done for my boat. I've just seen what looks like another Van der Stadt up here. We stopped off at what was one of my favourite places. They've got a really nice cafe down there. You get a good breakfast. And so I'm just checking out, see what it's about. And I found a Van der Stadt seal, the same as Shadi. I think it is. It's a hard chine one. It looks very similar. Yeah, you see the front there. Sort of squared off bow. White Shadow's hull is rounded here. And you can see the hard chines here and down there. It's done in sheets, whereas Shadow has been, the plates were rolled. Top sides look completely different, but the hull is very similar. Slightly smaller, I think. It's an American boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Rich, when you said you wanted to grease your leg, I was wondering what you had in mind, mate.
Yeah, I'll grease yours in a minute. And the boobs.
Summer's here and the time is right.
Summer's here, you can tell by the sun.
You can tell by the sun. I don't have a son.
Oh, no, you don't. Not that you know.
No, I don't. Not that I know of.
No, you have to have sex with someone to get a son.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know that. I told you
And
not
yourself didn't count.
No, I told you not to go home with that.
Ooh, Barry. That snowboard. Put that snowboard. Stop banging that snowboard up my...
Work done. It was time for a bit of refreshment and relaxation. This is my local pub in Plymouth. It used to be a Victorian spa and overlooks the bay. It is absolutely beautiful and a great place to chill out on a summer's day. It's my last chance to be with the lads. One thing I miss is just the banter of being with the guys.
Cheers. This pint don't half taste good since you bought it, Baz.
So, we found this Mr. Fox, and he has an incredibly large
How can they sell toys like that to kids? That's disgusting.
Gosh, it's a whopper.
It is a whopper. Oh, the hilarity of a few beers and some sunshine and some boys out drinking.
Drinking?
Drinking?
Me, sir.
Not me, sir. No, no. Cheers, my dear. This morning I woke up feeling a little bit rough. I think it's something to do with the several pints of beer I drank. Followed by a kebab with lots of hot sauce on, which never agrees with me come the following day. But what a great night. I was jamming with a friend of mine, Ian Clark, who's a musician. I haven't seen him for 2 years, and we just got together like that and we were playing. Out with the boys, Steve, a guy called Steve, who's a follower on Facebook, and he follows all my stuff. I met up with him. I had a great night, and now I'm trying to pack, and I woke up nervous this morning. I woke up real nervous, and it's just, I'm moving again, and I'm flying back to Panama in 2 days, so I'm going to London today now. While in London, did some touristy stuff, went to the National Physical Laboratory. It's full of boffins that invent all kinds of things. Here looks like the warp core from the Starship Enterprise. I'm sure it's not, but it looks like one. There's Mr. Turing here, one of the inventor of the original computer. There's this thing that actually was part of a computer back in 1949. These are some weights. Basically, the laboratory is responsible for calculating the exact measurements of everything. This is an old cubit measurement from the Egyptian days, and this I have no idea what it is. Lots of wires and lots of things. Lots of very, very intelligent people here. I knew what that was. I think it's called a clock. Turns out the area with the weird shapes was there to test out the new 5G signals for the next generation of phones. Everybody in this building is a genius, and I feel so small. I know nothing.
It's a semi-metal, effectively. You cannot turn it off. It's always conductive.
It does, with all the layers that slide over each other.
Doing research on how sounds affect animals here. I think they've got a dolphin down there tied up at the bottom of the pool, and they play loud rock music to it and see what the effect is. That's me, that is. I'm here in London. This is Terminal 4, Heathrow Airport, London. My main bag has been checked in. There's all kinds of goodies in there for the boat. I hope to God it doesn't get searched. I'm sure that if they do, I might get charged customs or something. But it's not locked. It's a risk. But all my camera gear and my hard drives are with me in my small rucksack here. Got up this morning about 4:30. Had a limousine pick me up. It was brilliant. Big black limousine Audi. A nice car. I didn't expect that. That was really nice. A nice guy who's now a subscriber to the channel. Picking up subscribers as I go along. It's brilliant. And so here we are at Heathrow. I've got about 3 hours before the flight. Yeah, it's 6:15 in the morning now. So I'm just enjoying my last little bit of English sunshine. Sunshine without sweat. It's going to be a beautiful day again. It's been absolutely fantastic while I've been here in England. I packed for the worst weather ever because they've had the worst winter ever, but it's been fantastic. And I've seen all my family. I've got a very small family. I think you know most. And my friends. Had a great time. Met some of the old lifeboat crew that I used to work with and hang out with. Had a great time with them. But it's time to go back home to Shadi. I've got some friends out there on a boat next to Shadi, and they say she's okay. They can see the top of her mast. They said, "Oh, you bastards!" She's apparently okay. So that's one worry I don't have to be concerned about. Right, I'm going to find some coffee. Just booked into a very, very, very plush hotel, just on the better side of Panama City. I've had a long day today. I caught a flight from London to Paris, and then a short stopover, and then a 10-hour flight across the Atlantic to Panama City. And then I had an hour's ride in an old broken down taxi through horrendous traffic to get to where the bus terminal is, to catch a chicken bus to get back to Shadi tomorrow. I was going to do it all in one hit, but I just my voice is going. I'm so tired. But this hotel, man, it is the business. I'm treated by myself. The taxi driver said, "Oh, he could take me to somewhere that was about $35," and I'm like, well. I got so much stuff in my bags, so much of it is valuable. Well, it's all valuable, I just spent a month buying stuff for the boat. I wasn't about to go and stay in a cheap hotel. This place is the dog's bollocks. And there I am at last, reunited with my beloved Shadi and back where I belong. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you to my wonderful patrons for their amazing support. If you'd like to help, please check out my Patreon page for real-time updates. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, all links below. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Love you lots. Take care. Bye-bye. I checked in.
Oh, Barry, I'm empty. You're not supposed to be getting me one.
Oh, I didn't see his number.
Huh? Oh, hi, mate.